Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we got a little bit unlucky on the Centurion's AC-20 getting blown up last episode. I'm not too upset about it, all things considered. We just don't have a single ballistic weapon to put on that thing. So it's kind of okay that it's going to take forever to repair, because hopefully by the time it gets finished up, we'll have a real weapon to put onto it. For now, of course, we need to tick forward and allow our repairs to happen here. We'll also get improved power conduits in a moment, and we're not going to purchase a Solaris license. Pass on that. Wonderful, and onward we go. There's our improved power conduits finished up, and we're working on that Javelin currently. Let's see what upgrade we want to get next. I would love to get this Mech Bay 3 here, and that would be really, really good for us. Of course, we do need structural reinforcement for that, which is this guy here and requires structural repair first. So let's go ahead and grab structural repair. It's not like that's going to be particularly expensive or difficult to swing, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and tick forward for 3 days to get our Javelin back, and no more. So let's get our training done here. I'd love to start getting some bandits in.
Ready for orders.
Unfortunately, that's not a current thing that we can do. That's okay. Let's head to the command center and see what Comstar has for us. Not a lot, if I'm honest. They've got this one. A battle with a maximum weight limit. Actually, yeah, I do want to do this one. This is a single priority salvage, but do we want to... I think we want to have 315 salvage here. We're going to have a Nidhogg, and the Javelin is actually not done. Huh. I guess Yang didn't finish the Javelin. Okay. I didn't realize it actually had internal structure damage. We'll just do that. That actually doesn't take any time at all, or money, to repair. Sure. Okay, that's great. Let's go ahead and hop back in here. I would really, really like it if we were able to move this vehicle into a vehicle drop slot. Unfortunately, that is not something we can do. Overhead is not going to be coming along, and who is our Javelin pilot? Is that Hacker? Yes, that is Hacker. Okay. Everything else here looks pretty decent. We have to bring the Scimitar. We can't fill this slot yet because we don't have another vehicle. So this will be fine. We'll go ahead and deploy this as is. Yes, the Stiletto is a little underweight, but that's fine. We knew that this was going to be the case, and this is the best that we can deploy for now. After we get our third mech bay, we're going to be starting to work on being able to drop additional units. But for now, this is what we can do, and we don't have additional vehicles to drop currently, so we'll want to drop additional mechs, for sure. We can, of course, ultimately drop a total of 8 mechs and 4 vehicles. That said, with the tonnage restriction, I tend to lean more heavily into mechs since the 1.1.3 update. However, that's not relevant as of right now. We need to destroy the Pirate Lance. Due to logistical issues, we have only a single heavy air asset to task with the instruction of an isolated enemy force. We'd like to hire you to fill out the unit to full strength and provide support. With any luck, we won't have to do much more than confirm kills. Easy money, Commander. So it's going to be really difficult, because Darius said it was easy money. Right out in the open, they're amateurs. Okay, they're up over there. Do we have allies? No, that's fine. So they're up over here, it looks like. This is going to be an interesting close-in. I guess we'll just land right here and call it good. Okay.
All right. Jungle. Beautiful.
So we see a Mockingbird, we see a Hummingbird, we see this mech over here, and currently that is it.
On my cockpit.
I'm going to reserve here and let them move. This might be, yeah, this is this mech. Positions there, fires on the Scimitar. We don't care about that. That's completely irrelevant to us. And with him moved, I am now feeling pretty comfortable moving forward ourselves. We'll take the Javelin up over here where it's still in cover. This is going to be a pot shot we're unlikely to hit at this range with the SRMs, but we'll give it a go. 3 hits, we'll take it. Is that reinforcements?
I've
Yes,
got
it
eyes
is.
on
Okay.
hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Noted. So there's reinforcements over here. We see an Anubis. It's not too bad.
Standing by.
The stiletto is going to... I was going to say we're going to move the stiletto forward here, but I actually think we're going to reserve.
I'm going to hold here.
The hummingbird moves up, fires at the javelin, doesn't hit anything. Perfect. And now the scimitar is going to move up over here.
Maximum speed.
There we go, and we'll fire on that hummingbird. We're better off with deadfire ammo here, so that is completely fine.
Affirmative.
Some internal damage there, but we didn't shoot it down. Okay, that's fine though. We will move up with our Nidhogg, and our Nidhogg, this is a HVAC AC-20 and a quad missile pod variant. Okay, so that is fine. We'll go ahead and light up this javelin. Are these Fire and Forget Thunderbolt 5? Okay. Should be fine.
Now
Yeah, that's completely okay. The javelin takes a lot of damage.
I've got your
And
back.
our Vulcan is actually going to move out over this direction,
Aye, aye.
looking potentially to engage these guys over here. We see there's a Jenner in addition to that Anubis. Okay, 19.3. These guys are in a line. I think we still pot-shot the hummingbird here.
Locked on target.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that we missed that, but that's okay. But I do want to head out there and engage those guys. As of right now, I'm not sure that there's any more than these 5. And if it's just these 5, no problem. If it's more than these 5, like if they have a couple of elementals out
Good
there,
to go.
that could be challenging. We're going to move up with the stiletto.
Yes, I'm there.
And I think maybe the stiletto blows one of its rockets on the mockingbird here.
Affirmative.
Okay, that's some pretty decent armor shred.
I am out of short-range missiles.
Yeah, you still have another rocket.
Orders?
It's okay. The Nidhogg is going to move up behind the Javi here,
Onward.
and this should be a kill. Absolutely.
Got the angle. Take the shot. One
And
less
indeed
target.
it is.
Commander.
Our Javelin is going to start moving its way over this way. I'm
All right,
interested
let's see
in
what this
tossing
thing
some
can do.
SRMs up here. Do we have listen kill? We do. Yeah, they're slightly higher odds.
Alpha
Give it a go.
strike.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. It's okay. So phase 17, who moves here? That is the Anubis, and there is another unit out there then that we don't know about. Okay, that Anubis is not currently an issue. I'm not concerned about that. There's definitely... Oh, the Mockingbird moves again. I could have sworn the Mockingbird already moved this round. Maybe not.
Let's do this.
At any rate, we'll move up with our stiletto. Yeah, it can't have,
Heading out.
because we fired with the stiletto. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine then. Let's shoot down the Hummingbird. We'll fire the second round of rockets.
Here we go.
There we go. Excellent. Don't have to deal with that. And yeah, confirmed that there's only 3 in this
I am out
unit
of
here.
SRMs.
The Vulcan is going to sprint forward. I was hoping we'd make it to this cover, but
Moving
we
at a
didn't
sprint.
quite. We do see there's a Whitworth over there. Okay, we knew there was something. Whitworth is not terrible to deal with, but not great.
Affirmative.
We'll move over here and attack the Mockingbird in its weak arc.
Firing full complement on the enemy.
We did get some internal damage there, but sadly we didn't shoot it down. Yeah, I'm not shocked that they're going for the Vulcan here. And that would have been the Whitworth moving there. The Jenner moves up. Okay. Not too bad. I do want that Jenner dead.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, our Nidhogg is going to head on over this way and begin engaging them. We're going to move just as fast as we can. That was that Whitworth. Okay. And do we fire on the Jenner with the quad missile pod? I actually think we do.
Engaging target.
Oh, I thought that AC-20 hit for a second there. But that was a miss. Straight through them, but also a miss. Gotta love it. The Anubis moves up, fires on the Vulcan. This is deeply unsurprising.
Yes,
Okay.
Commander.
The Stiletto's mission here is to position itself over here
Affirmative.
and fire on this Mockingbird's weak side.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
We did hit the Nidhogg there. I was hoping that that would shoot it down, but nope,
Reporting minor damage.
that's okay. Mockingbird moves over. Fires on the Stiletto, misses almost everything, so that's fine. No concerns there.
Holding. Talk to me.
The Vulcan is going to step forward into this cover. And I think we maybe continue to hit that Jenner. Yeah, we absolutely continue to hit the Jenner.
Changing target.
I was hoping that we would hit there, but we didn't. It's okay.
That's a clean miss.
Next up is our Javelin. Our Javelin is actually going to come over here, and I would like to have the Javelin help finish off the Mockingbird.
Firing. Full complement.
That's a lot of armor reduction, but no shoot down. Okay. The Jenner backs off a bit, does not fire.
Commander.
The Scimitar is going to come over here as close as it can,
On my way. Double time.
and we are going to go for that Jenner. I was hoping for a leg destruction there, but we'll take a foot destruction. That'll work. That Whitworth is going to move around out there and fire on the Nidhogg. That's okay. We don't mind that in the slightest. Okay. Next up, our Nidhogg is going to work on closing in here. Sadly, we can't quite get in range of our... Actually, we can get in range of our missile pods. I'm actually shocked by this. Do it. I was really hoping for a leg destruction there with the splash damage.
Critical hit.
But no, no splash damage there in terms of the leg destruction. We'll move up with the Vulcan, and I am going to Vigilance it because we're out of cover here. And then we'll just try to hit the Jenner in its weak arc. 1 damage. Okay, and that was armor. Sure. They're going for the Nidhogg pretty hard there, and I'm very okay with this.
How's it going?
The Stiletto is going to close up over here,
Heading out.
and we're going to fire the SRM into its strong arc, actually.
Engaging weak target.
But that's a pirate ejection.
Waiting
Fantastic.
for orders.
We're going to move the Javelin over here then, and we can't quite get into range, but that's fine. We're going to sprint over. The Nidhogg will be out of ammo pretty soon. I'm not a huge fan of this Nidhogg variant, that's for sure. Little bit of damage into the Javi, we don't care. That is fine.
Waiting for orders.
The Scimitar is going to move up over here into point blank range on this Jenner. And we're going to go for the knockdown.
Here it comes.
And we don't get it.
I think I hit something good.
Not as good as it could have been, in all honesty. The Jenner moves back, fires on the Vulcan. It's fine. The Vulcan is doing okay.
Lucky bastard. That was a solid hit.
And we're going to move the Stiletto over this way as quick as we can.
On my way. Double time.
Excellent.
You've got my attention.
The Vulcan is going to move up over here, and this would have to be a charge. I'm not a huge fan of that. We'll just position down here in this cover, and we'll try to shoot at this Jenner. 1 damage. Okay. Fantastic. Does this Vulcan even have a sensor? I don't even know. We'll find out next time we need to rework it a bit. Okay.
Commander?
The Nidhogg will move up over here. And we'll position about like this, and we'll check our hit odds. 22.3, 39.5, 27.5. The Whitworth it is.
Confirmed.
And we missed. Sure.
Right?
Not super shocking. Whitworth moves up, fires on the Nidhogg. This is okay. We don't mind.
Yes, Commander.
Our Javelin is going to close in as much as possible here. Yeah, this'll do. And we will attempt to light up the Jenner. We'll see how it goes.
Firing all weapons.
An upper leg destruction. That leg can't last much longer,
Critical hit.
in all honesty.
Standing by.
The scimitar is going to come up and do a backstab on the Jenner.
Acknowledged. Target for an alpha strike.
And not hit anything. Okay. Clean miss.
Reporting negative damage.
Indeed. That's fine. Who moves now? It's the Jenner. Sure, go for the Nidhogg, please. Please go for the Nidhogg. That is ideal.
Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Okay.
Ready for
So the
orders.
Nidhogg is, at this point, going to come up and go for rear arc attacks on the Whitworth. This is absolutely what we want.
Target lock on enemy
Oh, that was a straight-up one-shot. Okay, we'll take it.
Commander.
We will absolutely take that. And then we're going to close in with the Stiletto here.
Understood. Moving.
And we're going to go for the Jenner. It's an arm destruction. Okay.
Inflicted some heavy damage. Talk to me.
The Vulcan is going to close in over here. Technically, this is a good spot. Absolutely. And I'm just checking hit odds. Yep, we go for the Jenner while we close in.
Confirmed.
2 damage. Perfect. Vulcan's not doing a great job. The Jenner moves back. Fires on the scimitar. Sure. We don't mind this.
Systems holding.
That's completely
Good
fine.
to go.
The Javelin is going to close in over here. The
On my
only
way.
one it can hit is the Anubis, and it can't do very well at that because of that stealth generator. That's fine. The Anubis moves now, and let's see where it goes.
Getting the angle.
Okay,
on me.
still attacking the Scimitar. That's fine.
Damage minimal.
Indeed.
Orders.
The Scimitar is going to come around into rear arc of the Anubis. Maybe position like back here. Back here. Okay. And we'll light him up a bit.
Taking the
Maybe. Yeah, a little bit of damage. We actually took out his stealth there.
critical hit, Commander.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. He has no more stealth armor, which means that we can position our Nidhogg here. And we're going to go for the Anubis.
Target lock
We
on
missed,
enemy's rear.
but that's fine.
My life is now devoid of meaning.
As well it should be. The Anubis moves now, and we'll see what it decides to do with itself. I'm noticing it still has the stealth effect. So maybe we only crit it. It hit the Javelin pretty hard there.
That was a big hit. Big hit.
It's okay. It is, of course, done with his LRM deltas. So the Stiletto is going to move up over here. And I think we're going to go for the rear arc kick here with the Stiletto.
On the move.
And we did get the kick in there, which means it's no longer evasive, which means that we had a better
Yes,
chance
Commander.
of getting those rear arc SRMs in there.
On my
Let's
way.
try it again. Another good hit. Okay, it's not
Orders.
dead yet, but it's getting there. The Vulcan is going to move in and kick the rear arc of the Jenner here.
Copy that. To hell with the weapon.
Ah, we missed the kick, but that's fine. And we missed basically everything else, too. Sure.
Ready to get it
The
on.
Scimitar is going to come in and position here where it can go for either.
Position.
And it looks like we go for the Anubis.
Roger that.
We did get an engine crit
Target
there, but it's
taking a
not
critical
dead.
hit.
Phase 12, the Jenner moves. And doesn't do anything. Okay.
I live to serve.
We're going to take the Nidhogg over, I think, here.
I'm walking here.
Light up that Anubis with that last round of ammo. There we go. Perfect.
That's a kill. AC-20
The Stiletto
completed.
is going to come in over here. And is this rear arc? This is not rear arc. Okay, so we're just going to come in to rear arc. And no, we're going to come in to rear arc and fire on this guy.
Coordinates received.
Since we can't apparently melee in his
Locked
rear
on
arc.
via armor.
Okay, little bit of damage there.
Got my
Can the
attention.
Vulcan melee in the rear arc? It can, but it can only punch. That's acceptable.
Fall in behind me.
We did hit, so that's great. Cleared off additional armor. Fair amount of internal damage there, too. And we'll just position over here and light him up with the listen kill ammo. This should get a kill. And there we go.
Vic, destroy.
I don't think... Well, actually, we might get a ballistic weapon for our Centurion. That's the thing that might actually happen here. We'll see. Got a little bit of pay. That's fine. A little bit of armor removed from us. That's also fine. Let's see here. Ultralight rotary rifle. We'll take it. It's not necessarily the best. Is there any ammo for it in here? There's 2 periphery rifle. Is that what this uses? Yes, that is what it uses. So we'll take that. That'll be fine. And then I think we will maybe go for the Whitworth. We'll go for the 1 Whitworth part. Okay, we'll call that good. LRM-5 Delta, we will actually get rid of. I don't care about an LRM-5. Small laser we'll definitely keep. We have a couple of standard FCS here, a couple of jump jets. We'll get rid of all of those. Standard structures, we have 3 of them. We'll get rid of them. Okay, I do want to go through some of our mechs here and check our sensor situation. Do we have sensors? I need to check that too. Like, sensors to put on if our mechs don't have sensors, which I think some of them don't. So we're definitely going to have to take a look at that. Or they have crappy sensors, one or the other. So, Yang, what's it going to cost us? That is the question. 15k, 6 days, do it. Although, we're probably not going to actually accept that in the end. But let's hop into the mech bay and let's just see what we have available for components. We want to be in equipment. And we do have comm suite and missile range sensors and a sensor basic. Okay, that's fine. First things first, let's check this fireball. Now, we haven't been in here. I'm going to move this machine gun ammo to the leg, for sure. And we do have basic sensors in here. That's fine. We'll go ahead and accept that for now.
Right. I'll get it.
As far as the Raven goes, I'm sure we have sensors in the Raven. That's kind of the whole point of a Raven. Yeah, good enough. I do want to drop the case. And we'll move the narc ammo and move these heat sinks. We'll move the heat sinks like over here. And then we'll have the LRM narc like that. Then the explosive narc like over here. And then maybe like in the head. And then we can put a little bit more into the armor here because of the case removal. This is definitely very low on the armor. And in fact, I'm going to drop a ton of narc explosive ammo here. Because I feel like this is a little bit overkill. And let's just max out that armor for now. Make this thing that much more durable. This is going to get overweight. Okay, we'll see how overweight this is going to be. Maybe we slot some endosteel structure into this. If we've got it. May or may not. Yeah, 2.148 tons. Okay, we do not have endosteel structure. It's already got ferrofibrous armor. That's fine. That's completely fine. I'm going to drop... Do we need both an LRM narc and a narc launcher? That's the question. What if we dropped the LRM-15 Longfire? It doesn't really work with all the small lasers anyway, and we replace this with, say, an SRM-6. That would allow us to put in a couple of... We could put like an SRM Deadfire and an SRM Inferno in here. And then that would allow us to have another 0.8 tons to work with. Maybe a com... Well, we've got a Comm Suite Plus, actually. Plan FCS? Sure. We'll take that. I don't actually care about missile range with the SRM. So... Actually, can we afford to drop a heatsink here? We can afford to drop a heatsink here. I'll drop the heatsink out of this torso. Yeah, we're still perfectly heat efficient. So that means that we could potentially maybe upgrade this small pulse laser to a medium pulse laser. Of course, then we're not exactly heat efficient. We can put this back in and then drop maybe a tiny amount of armor in these legs. Down to like 75 each, something like that. And then a little bit in these arms as well. Like that. Okay. We're still much more armored than we were before. I like it.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I'm going to stop the work on the stiletto and we'll refit this. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to max this armor out. But I wanted to check to see what our sensor situation was, and it looks okay. Yes, it's going to cost us more than if Yang did it, but I'm accepting this right now because I want to check these mechs and make sure that they've got sensors, because I haven't done that yet. So let's check this javelin. Sensor basic, sounds good. Max out that armor. I said max out that armor. Okay, we're a little bit underweight here, or rather a little bit overweight here, but that's not shocking. Bring that down, and actually we'll bring these down and then bring the legs up a little bit because the legs do have ammo in them. So something just along the lines of that should do.
Right.
Excellent.
I'll get it.
And then finally the Vulcan. Let's check into that. I mean, we need to move some stuff around here. I don't really want mask on this. Let's remove the mask. And yeah, we'll take the case out. We'll put the caseless UAC-5 ammo down here. We'll drop the jump jets. This is going to free up a lot of tonnage. We don't need jump jets on this thing. We'll put machine gun ammo down in this leg. And we could potentially ditch the flamer and put on a medium pulse laser. I'm going to keep the Ultra AC-5 for now. I'm going to keep the machine gun as well. We could theoretically slot in like an SRM-2 up in the head. And I'm going to do that. We'll give them just a single ton of SRM ammo in this leg. Max out that armor, and is this... I don't think this is quite enough to max out the armor. If we had endosteel structure, it would do the trick. But let's see how overweight we're going to be. I'd also like to toss in a heatsink here. Okay, yeah, this is going to be pretty overweight. I think we drop the SRM-2 and the ammo SRM. And we instead put the heatsink back in, like that. And then that'll allow us to take out a little bit of weight in these legs. Something like that. And then maybe a little in the arms. Down to like 55. Something along those lines. No, I don't like it. I think we'll just keep that heatsink off. Put this weight back in here. And what do we want to do with 0.3 tons? What indeed? Remove the medium laser, put in a small pulse. I don't hate that. That is, of course, the same exact weight. What indeed do we want to put in for that 0.3 tons? Maybe we can get away with something? It's an engine core 240. I mean, case weighs half a ton. We've already got an XL. We don't want to drop that, that's for sure. I don't think we have any, like, half-ton machine gun ammos. Yeah, we don't. What indeed do we want to do with this 0.3 tons? I think there's kind of nothing to do. Okay, we'll just call that good.
Logged and noted.
And, of course, the Centurion we're going to have to wait until it finishes up. And then we'll refit it again. We'll see if we want to put in that ultralight rotary rifle, or do we want to stop work on it now? Actually, I am going to stop work on it now. Let's go ahead and refit this and see what the situation is here. Okay, we are not in a terrible situation here. We'll put in the engine core 230 for now. And then what all do we need in this thing? It needs a ranged weapon, of course. We put in the ultralight rotary rifle, and then we'll put in some ammo for that. That would, of course, use periphery ammo. Excellent. And this doesn't require them to be stored in the same location, right? Right. Okay. So we'll put them... It does have to be stored in the same location. Boo! Okay, I don't like that. We'll want to replace that with something else as soon as we can. We'll max out that armor, and we have 11 tons to work with. We can put in ferrofibrous armor, and that is something that I'll do. That gives us almost 13 tons to work with. And I would love to put in some laser weaponry, but sadly that's not going to be a thing. Instead, we will put in an SRM-6. Or will we? We have a lot of tonnage here. What if we put in an LRM-20? Our heat efficiency is still through the roof, which allows us to put in FTL ammo and swarm ammo or standard ammo. I'm going to go for standard ammo here. And then we have almost a full ton to work with. I definitely want to give this the missile range here. Minus 50% missile minimum range is going to be very, very useful for us. I would love to have some deadfire ammo in this. That's not going to be a thing. And let's see, we have a support hardpoint that we can't really do much with. I'm going to put in chaff countermeasures on this, since we can. And 0.8 tons. What do we want to do with 0.8 tons? Is there anything that we can do with 0.8 tons? Guardian ECM is 1.5 tons. Beagle Probe is also 1.5 tons. We could do that, but I don't really think that that's great. We can put in a comm suite. That'll be fine. And otherwise, I mean, maybe we just put in that extra ton of LRM ammo and ditch a little armor. We could do that. Ditch the armor, like, over here. Actually, yeah, that is definitely something that we could do. Something like this. That would work, actually. I think this is reasonable. Let's go ahead and do that. That's going to take 30 days. That's fine. That's ballpark of what it was going to be anyway. So, I mean, we've got some work to do here. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to do that. And we're going to let this happen. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and we are going to finish up these repairs. See you all next time.